Hello, everyone. So 5 years ago, I'm sitting in a meeting. It's our loan committee meeting. You guys know how those are. And the meeting was supposed to be on technology and what disruptors were coming and what do we have to be worried about. And someone goes, hey, Ty, I don't know if you heard about your old company, Goldman Sachs, where I used to work. They partner with Apple and they created this new card that they can now give you a card and approve you in 3 minutes. Well, I don't know about you. I don't even think I could tie my shoes in 3 minutes. I mean, I would dare some of you to try it right now. So I'm like, okay, I don't really want to believe him. I'm sitting there listening to the meeting, trying to act like I wasn't disturbed by this because I'm thinking about our process and how long it was. So while in their meeting, I kind of snuck on my phone, hit the Apple app, applied. They approved me, gave me the card. The only thing they asked me for was how much income I made. So I stopped the meeting and said, look, we got to pivot. I actually applied for the card in this meeting. They approved me for the card. I have a virtual account number and the card's in the mail. My staff was excited about it, right? They were like, wow, look at this opportunity. This is where the world's going. I was mad, right? Not because they were better, but I ain't gonna lie, they out-credit us. Like basically, if we made a verb, they out-credit us. They didn't even hide that they knew me. When I went to the Apple app, it said Tyrone Muse, my address. It said everything but my mama's maiden name. Like it basically said, it probably knew who my mama was, to be honest with you, but it just didn't want to let me know it knew everything about me, right? So I started thinking about that. Like, why aren't we in there? Why aren't we moving to that level? Why aren't we in the forefront of that? We always think of ourselves as some small credit union. Even when we're big, we're like, oh, but we ain't big as Chase, right? So I was just at a meeting at the World Credit Union Councils last week. Brett Martinez and Bill Cheney were doing a presentation. They were showing, if you add up the whole industry, if we collectively all work together, we'd be one of the top 5 in banking. Ever thought about that? Do you walk around with that top 5 type of look? You need that top 5 type of look. That's what we are. We're a top 5. I love this credit union thing. Now, y'all heard Dr. Dre. He said G thing. I got the credit union thing. Now, I was afraid to do this because I know all day y'all going to be throwing up, see you, Ty? Right? I was worried about it. But no, I want you to feel like that. I believe in this credit union thing. I want to make a difference in this credit union thing. So a couple of us got together, my friends, Feline, Trellance, a couple credit unions. We started a company together. We're working on data, sharing data, anonymizing data, giving you insights on data so you can do things with that data. That's not the big idea. Me, I want to socialize our data. I want you to feel a certain way when you go onto our app. I know everything about you except for your mama's maiden name, unless you made it your password. I want to find a way to connect with you. So I want to celebrate you as a member. When it's your birthday, you go on the app. Yeah, I want like balloons to pop up. That actually does happen on my app, by the way. Not for everybody, just the ones we're testing it on. I like it. But I think there's more to that. If it was up to me, we play In the Club by 50 Cent. Hey, shorty, it's your birthday. Like, that's what I want to put on there. The team doesn't like it so much, nor does my board. But with that said, I want to be that. So how many people here have Spotify? Raise your hand. Wow, right? So end of the year, they do a recap, right? In that recap, one of the coolest things, and this is when I realized, as the world becomes more digital, we have to find a way to avoid being commoditized. If everything's digital, what's going to separate us from everyone else? So in that app, I remember my daughter comes in, hey, can I borrow your phone? I'm like, why? I want to see what your top 5 is on Spotify. I have to say, even though Kendrick did kill Drake, R.I.P. Drake, Drake is still my number 1. And on there, then my older daughter came, hey, Dad, text me. Can you tell me what your top 5 is? Some of my staff said, hey, Ty, can you tell me what your top 5 is? Somehow they want them socializing this. Can we find a way to socialize your mobile situation, your digital situation, your digital footprint? Can you make a community of your members? Can you celebrate them? When their credit score goes up, I want the credit union dance. That's kind of like the credit union Cabbage Patch, right? I want to see something like that, or should this be the credit union dance? I don't know. Y'all figure it out. Y'all tell me what it is later. But I want them to feel a way about being part of this credit union, being part of this credit union movement. I think we can do that. I think we can make them feel part of something bigger. I mean, we already have the geographic part, or we already have the seg part, but I want them to feel part of the community. I want to now take that data that I talked about earlier, because you know everything about them, and make sure you give them a better financial life. I literally made a commercial this year where 2 people were on a date. They were having a great time. They were saying this is the best date ever, with no swipe right on here at all. And at the end of the date, one of the people said, let me pay for this for you. When they went to pay, they had not a credit union card. They said, this ain't gonna work, and she walked out. That's what I want this credit union to feel like. Thank you very much. Take that as your big idea and go do something with it.